houses, freshly baked bread, and perfectly dressed women telling you they found the secret to happiness. Welcome to the world of the Tradwife. But behind this vintage aesthetic and romanticized lifestyle lies a movement that's raising serious concerns about women's rights and equality. Let's dive into why the rise of Tradwives on platforms like TikTok isn't just nostalgic, it's harmful. Hi! My name is Jaiden, and I make commentary videos on culture, media, and kind of whatever's going on in the world that I feel like yapping about. And today we are talking about Tradwives. I'm also joined by my sweet little kitten, Tabitha. You probably can't see her on camera. I think you can see her little ear, but she's right over here, and she's just a precious little baby. Oh, you can kind of see her. She's getting chin scratchies right now. Isn't that right, sweet girl? Yeah, she's just napping over here, isn't she? Tradwives. It is short for traditional wife. Think like post-World War era kind of situation when husbands would go out to work or they'd go off to war and the wives would stay home, watch the kids, clean the house. Even like in the 40s, it was very big as well. Or even like your grandparents. They don't really work, they were just stay-at-home wives, right? You know, we've kind of progressed a little bit more since then. You know, women now have jobs and passions and goals and actually have a say in some things. This ideology, oh, big stretchy. Oh my gosh, sweet girl, I love you so much. Hashtags on TikTok like tradwife and traditional marriage, they're getting tons of views, okay? Like, very popular, it's blowing up a lot, and there's a lot of famous creators as well that market off of being a traditional wife, like Ballerina Farm and, oh, what's her name? That's gonna bug me now. She's gonna be on the screen regardless. These traditional wives are exactly what I just described, you know, they stay at home and they're making content based off of this traditional lifestyle they're living. It's really romanticized, you know? They're making the bed, they're cleaning the house, doing the laundry. It's very relaxing content to watch, and a lot of people can get swept up into this idea and be like, oh my gosh, they're living like such a peaceful and calm life. They don't have to work or worry about anything. They just get to stay home, clean, look after their kids, and greet their husband when he gets home. Sounds like a pretty nice deal, right? That's where we may disagree a bit, for a few reasons. Just a quick little disclaimer though. If you do like the lifestyle of being a traditional wife, that totally works for you. The problem is when it is being pushed a lot on social media and younger and more impressionable women think that that's how they have to live their life and that they aren't free to choose what they want to do. But if that is your choice to be traditional and stay at home, and if it works for you, that's perfect. But I'm just kind of discussing like in ways how it can kind of be a little bit more harmful and how it's kind of bringing us back to square one from how much women have kind of evolved and grown in the most recent years. But, you know, I don't have anything against people who do want to live that more modern traditional lifestyle. I'm just here to yap what my thoughts are on this being a trend. Primarily you see this on TikTok, all the tradwife videos, and why are we seeing so much of it on TikTok exactly? Well, it's a reason I've mentioned several times. It's that it is a controversial form of media that gets people talking in the comments, whether they are agreeing or disagreeing with the lifestyle choice of these people. It creates a conversation, it creates engagement. The algorithm loves engagement, so it's going to eat all that up and keep pushing this content out, whether it's something you want to see or not. That's how all social media works, that's how it goes. Engagement, it'll push, whether it's good or bad, positive, negative, whatever. Engagement is engagement. It's gonna get out there. It's gonna trend, okay? What I find kind of weird about like tradwife like influencers is that they do have a job, and that job is influencing. I haven't seen anyone really mention this when I've been looking into like tradwife content to see like what people are saying. I feel like a lot of people are missing this mark where it's like, yeah, they're living their tradwife lifestyle, but that's their job is to make the videos. So they're not working. Their husband's working, the partner, whoever is working. And then yes, you're at home with your kids doing chores and stuff, but that's also how you're making money. So you're not just living off of one person's income, right? Like, at least for the influencer aspect, right? These people are making their money from doing Tradwife content. They are editing, they are filming, they're planning video ideas. They are doing work, you know? Especially when they get bigger and start getting brand deals, then they have like meetings with brand partners, and they probably have management. Like, they probably have people working under them. So they're not simply just living at home and doing whatever while their husband brings home the money, because they're working, and in most case scenarios they probably are making more than their partner is just for making these videos. The harmful aspects now of Tradwife content, there are a couple harmful aspects. So the first one is submission to the patriarchy. Many traditional influencers openly promote the idea that women should submit to their husbands, portraying this as empowering, and they're like pushing this message that like men should be the ones working, women should be the ones staying at home. Your only purpose in life is to have children and raise them. That's all they're saying, right? And some Tradwife influencers obviously aren't just trying to post about that. Oh, bye Tabitha. So some of them are promoting the idea that everything you do is for your husband, right? So, it's like, if he wants something, you do it, and you're not going to get anything in return because you live for whatever you want for your house. Oh my gosh, my cats are grooming. Oh my gosh. This is a great moment. I would turn the camera around to show you, but my room is actually a huge mess. So I'm not going to do that, but they are grooming, and it is really cute and sweet. Even in, I saw a clip by the Ballerina Farm like earlier this year, maybe like during the summer, where for her birthday, her husband literally just got her an apron, when what she really wanted and has been talking about forever was that she wanted to go on a vacation. I think it was to Greece, or it was either Greece or Italy. Anyways, she wanted to go on a vacation. They obviously have the money to do that. He's like a millionaire, billionaire person's son who owns like an airline or something, so obviously he's rich and has access to like getting flights, probably for a good deal. And he got her an apron to hold eggs for their farm. Okay, so we're just giving our wives the bare minimum gifts, even though we know she's also bringing in a lot of income, and she's working, she's raising like a million kids and farm animals and cleaning and cooking. I don't get it. I don't get it. But, you do you, I guess. The next thing is anti-feminism. So Tradwives frequently position themselves as the antidote to modern feminism, criticizing career-focused women and implying that gender equality has made women less happy. A lot of people seem to think that women still don't belong in the workforce, okay? And it still does impact a lot of us, whether you're in the States, Canada, different country. There are different rules, like legislations, different salaries, the wage gap. Women still are getting paid less. Women still aren't respected. I was actually a manager once for a company, and I literally had a guy come up to me and say he will not speak to a woman manager, he will only speak to a man, because manager, the first three letters spell man, and women can't be managers or authority. Joke's on him, general manager was also a woman. Oh. So obviously they are, promoting this kind of idea and, saying that like, you don't need to work, women aren't meant to work, we don't need to, that's a man's job, we just have to stay home and live our life, I even see it on TikTok, like stay-at-home girlfriends and everything as well, where girlfriends are depending completely on their boyfriends to take care of them and, bring in the money, and they just get to stay home and do whatever, cook, clean, whatever, and then if they like even miss like a day of chores or something, then oftentimes their partner gets mad at them. That's not a healthy relationship, okay? I feel like relationships do need to be a balance of, we take turns doing chores, we look after each other, we both pay rent, all that stuff. And then the third one is exclusionary values. The Tradwife idea often caters to white, heterosexual, and middle-class narratives, erasing the experiences and realities of women from diverse backgrounds. That's the other thing. Tradwives, they are always heterosexual white women. Obviously, a large population of the world is not a white heterosexual woman. It is excluding people of color, people on the LGBTQ plus community, and people that just aren't traditional women, whether you were born in the right body or not. It's kind of excluding these people from literally having a life, and they don't support anyone who isn't a heterosexual white woman, which I hate to break it to you guys, but women come in all different colors, shapes, sizes, beliefs. They have different goals. They don't all want to be parents. They don't all want to be married. They don't want to not work. Some people love work and some people hate it. We can't exclude people, okay? It's just wrong. And if you were living in like that fantasy world of like being your 40s housewife era and you only letting like white women do it, you gotta like think back in time, okay? To like, how were people of color living in that era? And what are you really trying to show with this, I don't want to speak too much on it because I am a white girl. I'm not a heterosexual white girl. I am very gay, but you know, I just feel like it's not my place to speak on like other races' experiences and past and history. And I feel like personally I need to get more knowledgeable on that as well. So I don't want to speak on behalf of them, but feel free to share in the comments below if you've like what your experiences are and like how you feel about this if you are a person of color, and how like the tradwife trend kind of makes you feel. I'm just kind of curious to know like how does that make everyone feel. Essentially, when it comes to the social media trend of tradwives, it's all aesthetic, honestly. Like, you're watching the videos because they're pretty, okay? Like, I love watching videos of people organizing and cleaning. I do not organize or clean. I am quite disastrous, honestly, and yeah, I'm a mess, and that's okay. I like to watch people clean. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I've come across some tradwife videos of people just living their life. I don't have anything against it. It's only if they are trying to tell more impressionable people that this is what you want to do, this is the only thing you can do, and that's the life that you're meant to live, and not really letting people think for themselves and just kind of like push this one narrative onto people. This does kind of affect women's progress as well, because we are currently in a time that feels like we are going back. As I mentioned in my previous video with the Your Body, My Choice movement by misogynistic men, this isn't a good time, okay? Women are kind of falling behind now from where we used to be. We used to, be actually progressing in like the world, Women can work now, we can do this, we can be single, we can be married, we can date whoever we want. And things are just kind of backtracking, which is not very good. The other concerning thing with the tradwife aesthetic and lifestyle is if people do get into these relationships and maybe they aren't being influencers, because think, okay, I mentioned earlier, influencers of the tradwife aesthetic are still making money. Influencing is their job, okay? They're getting money from TikTok, right? They're getting money from ads. They're getting money from collabs and products and stuff like that, right? If just some random, normal, like non-influencer, not famous, average person gets into a relationship with a guy, because, it's all straight people only kind of situation, and, she wants to be a tradwife, up to her, totally fine. But what if they break up? She now is not going to have income. She's not going to have job experience. She's not going to have anything. And her name's most likely not going to be on the lease if she's not paying for rent, because, traditional life, only the man's paying for everything, right? What are you to do? So, even if you do want to live like England, sorry, I live near a hospital. Anyways, Fire truck now. Yeah, it's like dangerous winds. I hope it's not like a bad accident from like the storms we're getting here. Anyways, so whether you agree or disagree with Tradwives, again, your opinion, your life. Go for it. The only thing I suggest to anyone that does kind of want to live like the Tradwife lifestyle is to have a backup plan, okay? Because you should still have some form of income or at least a savings in case something goes wrong, okay? Like if like maybe you don't break up, but maybe your partner gets sick or there's some kind of medical emergency, it's important to at least have funds for emergency situations, or if you need to relocate, or if you do break up or get a divorce or whatever, you need to at least be able to be stable if that person isn't around, right? So that is what I'm passing on, you know? I don't have anything fully against living that lifestyle. It sounds comfy, you know? I'm just more of a quote unquote woke person, I guess, where I enjoy working and thinking for myself and doing what I want. But, you know, some people do have traditional values, and that's just who they are, and that's okay as long as you're smart about it. Stay educated, stay informed, make sure you are in a healthy and safe relationship, and make sure that if something does happen, you will be able to be safe and have an income, you know? So just be smart about it, be happy, live your life. And that's kind of all I have to say on this topic. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Share your thoughts in the comments down below. What is your opinion on Tradwives? Do you like the lifestyle? Do you live the lifestyle? Do you not like it? What's your thought? What do you thought? You probably have multiple thoughts. Share all your thoughts, okay? In the comments. I would love to hear it. Let's get a conversation going. I'm curious. And I will see you in my next video, whenever that is. I don't know if anyone's noticed. I don't actually have a schedule. I just kind of post when I post, okay? So, yeah. I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Oh, and we're sitting on my laptop. Hi. I know. Is the laptop getting more attention than you? I'm so sorry. Oh, wow. You're typing. Very insightful. Wow. Added some stuff to my notes. Love that. I'll be sure to include all these letters that you were typing in my video. It's a bunch of A's. He's typing a bunch of A's. That's what Tiki is saying. I guess he's screaming at the movement, you know? I guess he doesn't like Tradwives. Right, Teak? Yeah. You're a freeloader. This guy doesn't pay rent.